What is going on, everybody? It's Stas here. So we had a pretty good day. Actually, it was a freaking very good day in the stock market today. The S&P 500 went up 0.5%. The NASDAQ 100 went up over 1%. The Russell went up 0.9%. And we had the Dow lagging a bit, but still, it went up 0.2%. So today, we're going to break down some stocks, some charts, my thoughts on the markets, plus more. So sit back, relax, hit the like button, subscribe, check out my Patreon down below if you guys want all my buys, sells, call outs, morning update videos, plus more. All of that's on Patreon. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So you guys should know at this point, maybe you don't. If you don't, I'll tell you right now, SPY, which tracks the S&P 500, hit a brand new all-time high today at $456.09. And by the looks of it, on the 4-hour chart, on the yearly chart, and on the 3-year chart, SPY is breaking out right now. And at this point, this could be a buy the breakout opportunity. We could be going 460, 465. Like I've been saying in my recent videos, could happen if SPY breaks 455, which today it did exactly that. So markets crushed it today. Big tech crushed it today. Tesla, holy crap, we'll talk about that in a couple of minutes here. It was just a great day overall. But with that being said, we are also overbought. So we can't get too, we can't get too blinded by all of this green, considering, yes, we've had a lot of green the past 1-2 weeks because the RSI is red. On the 4-hour chart, the RSI is at 77. On the yearly chart, it's probably high up. It's almost at 70. And on the 3-year chart, we're pushing almost 70 as well. So, yes, we could see more upside, but I wouldn't be surprised within us seeing more upside, we get some mini pullbacks, right? Whether SPY, let's say, goes to 460, 465, then it pulls back down to 450. Whether we go to 460, then we pull down to 445, I have no idea, but I do think we will see some profit taking here, whether it's next week, this week, the following week, I have no idea. But just saying, guys, RSI is red, so keep that in mind. I'm not trying to be a bear right now because I'm not. I'm just keeping it real, right? So let's go to QQQ. QQQ, as you all should know, tracks the NASDAQ 100. This is also doing very well. We finally ended up breaking above 375, 376, which was that high point from the end of September. That's a good sign. And we also broke out of 378, 380, more like 378, which was that high from the middle of September. So this is a very good sign. We broke these points, we closed above these points, and now we're pretty much a stone's throw away from that all-time high, which was, I believe, from the beginning of September at about $383 per share. I mean, we're almost there, guys. We have a couple more green days in a row, 1 or 2. QQQ could be at all-time highs. And one thing worth mentioning is QQQ's chart, even though it is pretty overbought as well on the 4-hour, the RSI is at 69.70. It's not as overextended as the S&P 500 chart that we just saw via SPY. So keep that in mind as well. It's not as overextended, so we could fill the gap up in the next couple of days to those all-time highs. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. That's a quick little rundown on what the markets are looking like right now. Make sure to hit the like button as well. Can we get 200 likes? I can't even remember the last time we got 200 likes on a video. If we get 200 likes, I don't even know. I was going to say we'll do this or we'll do that. I don't know what we're going to do, but if we get 200 likes, hey, it's going to be a good night. Let's just do that. Hit the like button. I challenge you guys, 200 likes. And let's talk about some stocks now. Facebook, number one, they just reported earnings today, and the party's beginning, guys. And by the party, I mean big tech. We have Facebook. They just reported. We're going to talk about them. And then we have, I believe, is Google this week? Yeah, Google's later on this week. Maybe tomorrow, I think. We have Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, all the big tech names. So let's see what Facebook did. And before we even talk about that, the stock is up about $5 after market hours on top of the $4 that it went up during the day. So they did EPS of $3.22 versus $3.19 estimated, and revenue came in a little bit short. Revenue came in at $29.01 billion versus $29.58 billion estimated. So they beat EPS by a small margin, which is good, but they missed revenue by about $0.5 billion or about $500 million, right? Which is a decent miss. I mean, it's not that bad, but still they missed revenue. And daily active users, just when you think Facebook can't grow anymore in terms of the daily active users and the monthly active users, well, you're proven wrong, because this quarter, the past quarter for Q3, they did daily active users of 1.93 billion, guys, which is crazy. Almost 2 billion daily active users, which is up 6% year over year. And the monthly active users came in at 2.91 billion, up about 6% year over year as well. So think about it, 3 billion monthly active users on the platform. And when you look at the global population, what is it, like 8 billion, maybe a little bit less than that? And many of those people don't have internet. So think about that. I mean, a lot of that 8 billion, well, not a lot of it. I mean, a decent chunk of it doesn't have internet. So to think that almost 3 billion monthly active users are on Facebook, that is unbelievable. That just goes to show how much power Facebook actually has. And it is a little bit scary at the end of the day. Not saying that Facebook should be abolished. I'm not for that. You guys probably get the hint that I'm not somebody that thinks everything should be broken down. I mean, I guess you could say Facebook's a monopoly. But still, I'm not here to say, oh, this should be this should be that. I'm not here to say that. But still, the power they have is a bit crazy. They have a lot of power and a lot of monthly active users, and they expect Q4 revenue of $31.5 to $34 billion versus the $34.8 billion estimated. So they missed revenue. They guided down for Q4 revenue, and the monthly active, daily active users came in pretty nice, and they beat EPS, and the stock is moving up a little bit on this news. In fact, it moved up a lot more. If you guys look here, well, it was actually down as well. We closed at 328. We went down to 314. We popped up to 344. Now we're hovering at about 333. So I'm going to see, I'm very interested to see what happens tomorrow on this 4-hour chart, right? You guys can see right now with that initial pop after earnings, we got rejected right by that 180 moving average on the 4-hour chart and by the resistance from last week in the mid 340s. So this spot needs to break. If you're a Facebook bull, you want to see it break, technically speaking, $350. So I'm going to put my alert right there. 350, and who knows, maybe we start trending out of that in the next couple days, next couple of weeks. That's what I'm going to be looking out for, at least on the upside in terms of an upwards target. So keep your eyes out on Facebook. And now, guys, let's talk about Tesla. And you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, if you're a daily watcher, you know that I talked about Tesla and my prediction with Tesla hitting all-time highs before year end. And if you guys didn't know, the year ends in late December, and right now we're late October, and we clearly blew right by the all-time high. And I guess my prediction came right way earlier than I expected. The stock just went berserk today. I mean, what else can I say? It went up $115. It went up 13%, a little bit under 13%. And it hit an all-time high of $1,045. This is crazy. It's very overbought. I'll be the first to tell you it's very overbought, and the move is just ridiculous. I mean, the RSI now on the 4-hour chart is at 87, and I want you guys to pay attention to this. Let me show you all what happened on the intraday chart here. Look at this. I was watching Tesla when it was inching towards $1,000. I was watching it like a hawk, and look what happened. Once it hit 1,000, look at the volume right here. The volume kicked up very aggressively. You can see the volume spike from about Just look at it here for yourselves. I don't know the exact figure here, 34 or 300 million, something like that, or 300, whatever, not 300 million. I don't think it hit that high in volume. I can't do the simple math in my head right now, but all you need to know is the volume went ballistic when 1,000 hit. What that's telling me is a lot of orders were sitting at $1,000, and then once it hit 1,000, this thing went parabolic. It went straight to 1,045 within 30 minutes to 40 minutes. I'm not even kidding. You guys can see it here for yourselves. It went completely parabolic, and it started coasting at about 1020, 1025 from where it hit, or rather after it hit the all-time high. It started coasting at about 1,020 into the close. And at this point, I'll be the first to tell you, I would not force a trade on Tesla. There's no way I'm buying here. There's just no way. If I was in Tesla as a swing trade, which I wasn't, I'm in it as a long-term investment, and full disclosure, I didn't sell anything. But if I was in it as a trade, I would be locking profits now. Probably all my profits, to be quite honest, because I think we will see some sort of pullback, whether it pulls back to 950, 900, it could go to 850, guys. Don't be surprised if it pulls back under 1,000. I think it's going to pull back. Whether it goes to 850, 900, 950, I have no idea, but I think it will cool off here. And if you look on the yearly chart, you can see how crazy this move is. I mean, on the yearly chart, the RSI is off the page. It's pretty much off the page. Same thing here with the 3-year chart. It's not as bad on the 3-year chart, but still, it's very overbought on all of these time frames. So be careful. Don't be scared to lock in profits. Don't get too greedy. And as always, do your own research, guys. This is not financial advice. And could you imagine if Michael Burry held on to those, what did he have, puts? He would have got his boots smoked today, guys. This is probably a short squeeze as well. All the shorts got to be covering at this point. I mean, if you're still short Tesla, I don't know what to tell you. You're losing so much money. It's just ridiculous. I just throw the towel in, and I just move on to another stock because it's not working out, clearly. I mean, this stock has now doubled pretty much from the $539 low back in March. It now hit $10.50. That's pretty much a double. And the shorts are just getting killed. And good thing Michael Burry got out. And he probably made money. I mean, I think he got in apparently when the stock was 900, got into puts, probably sold out. Recently, we got the news, so he made money there. But unfortunately, a lot of the other shorts, well, I don't really feel bad for them, but unfortunately for them, they got their boots smoked. And there's probably still some people short Tesla, which if you are, I don't know what you're thinking, guys. This is not a stock that I would short. There's no way. So let me know your thoughts. Drop me a comment. How much money? Well, I don't know exactly. I don't want to know how much money you made. But if you own Tesla, let me know. Let me just know, because I'm sure you did well today. I did very well today owning Tesla. It was a very good day, and I didn't even talk about one of the reasons why the stock went up today. Hertz, rental car company, right? They reportedly ordered 100,000 Tesla vehicles for their fleet, which is a big order considering this year Tesla is probably going to do roughly a million, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more deliveries. So 100,000, that's a pretty big order, and we'll get more details on that order in the next couple of days, probably. If not, we already got it. I have to check after I make this video. But yeah, shout out to Tesla. Square's another one that I'm looking at here. We have an inverse head and shoulder on the 4-hour chart. We had a pretty good day today, up 3.5%, trading above both moving averages. We're seeing a golden cross as well. And if this inverse head and shoulder plays out, which as of now it seems like it is, we're holding the neckline at about 250. Now we're trading in the low 260s. If this plays out, I think Square could end up getting back to 280, maybe 285, 290, which is that all-time high from the beginning of August. So I'm going to set my alert at 265 on Square. Mark is at or above $265, which was that high point from last week, also from the end of September here. So if we start breaking out of there, look for that right shoulder to complete in the 270, 280 level. That's what I'm thinking. Palantir, PLTR, another one that did well today, up 4%, up almost $1 per share. And Palantir is looking good. It's holding the uptrend channel here on the 4-hour chart. We've talked about it in the past, and I'm covering it again because now it's at a critical spot. We're right by that 180 moving average on this 4-hour chart, which was resistance back in the beginning of October. You guys can clearly see that. So I'm thinking if we take out $25.50, $25.75, $26, that general area, and the high from early October in the mid 26s, this is going to be off to the races. I think Palantir could be touching $30 again. That's where I think it's going to be going, guys, towards the top of this channel, 30, 31, 29 even. That's where I think it's going to be going. So I'm going to put multiple alerts on my Palantir chart here. I'm going to put one at 25.75. Mark is at or above. I'm going to put another one at 26.50. And oops, I just canceled it by accident. That's not what I wanted to do, guys. Let me do it again. 26.50, and we'll see what it does from there. So 2 alerts on Palantir. Charge Point is another one that I'm looking at, which I'm long Charge Point, by the way, guys. I bought this, I believe, it was last week, right? I bought it at 21.70 roughly, and you guys in my Patreon know I post all my buys and sells and call outs, morning update videos. I post every move I make on Patreon, which I made a lot of moves today. You guys in my Patreon know that. And Charge Point's one that I'm up right now on. And if you're in my Patreon, you also know that I sold this week's October 29th covered call. I sold, what was it? The $23 covered call, which we're right at $23 now. So I probably will get assigned unless I buy to close that covered call, which I haven't decided whether or not I want to do that. But I'm fine with getting assigned. It's not a big deal. I'm not married to the stock. It's all good. I'd probably re-enter if I got assigned, it pulled back a bit, whatever. I'd be fine with that. I'd re-enter. But today was a great day. It went up 8%. I made some good money on this. I kept the premium, obviously, from originally selling the covered call, and it looks like it's breaking out of the downwards channel on the 4-hour charts, trading above the moving averages, and we're seeing a golden cross. This looks good for more upside, which again is kind of why I'm leaning on whether or not I'm kind of in a pickle here, guys. Do I sell the covered call or buy to close? In other words, get out of my covered call so I keep my shares. Should I get out of the covered calls? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? What would you do? Would you get out of the covered calls, or would you just get assigned and then wait and maybe wait for a re-entry? Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And Lucid crushed it today as well. LCID, this one up 11.3%, and this is one that's very close to a breakout in my opinion. We're seeing a pretty solid triangle forming on Lucid. We have clear resistance at about $28 over the past month, a little bit over a month. That is where we've been struggling, and we've been making higher lows since the beginning of September. So we've been squeezing deeper and deeper into this 28 resistance point. So I think ultimately we're going to see a leg up out of there, something like this. Well, maybe not that extreme. I drew this all the way up to $50 per share. It could get to 50, but I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. But it could also more realistically go probably to 30, maybe $32. Another sticking point was 28, $29. That's where we got rejected 3 times back in June. We got rejected there twice in June and in the end of July at about $28. So I think if we squeeze out of 27, 28 with Lucid or on Lucid, this could go 30, 32, maybe even higher than that. So watch out for that. I'm going to set my alert at 28 per share here on ticker symbol LCID. And the last stock is Freeport-McMoRan, FCX. They reported earnings recently. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, this is not the sexiest company out there, but they engage in the mining of mineral properties in North America, South America, and Indonesia. The company primarily explores for copper, gold, Molly, I'm not even going to say this word. It's not Molly, what you think I'm saying here. It's not that. It's molybdenum. molybdenum. I can't even say that. What the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. They explore for silver and other metals, as well as oil and gas. So it's one of those companies. And they just reported earnings of EPS 89 cents versus 81 cents, so they beat EPS, and revenue came a little bit short. Revenue came in at $6.08 billion versus $6.18 billion estimated. So they missed revenue, beat EPS, and the stock is still doing well. You know, it's up 4.4% on the day. It's breaking out. We're also seeing an ascending triangle that's formed here, and we're actually squeezing out of it. As of now, we're at a multi-month high. So I think Freeport-McMoRan, FCX, does have more upside here, maybe up towards the mid-40s. You know, that's what this chart is telling me. You know, this whole gap is waiting to be filled up to 42 probably initially, which was the high from the beginning of June. And if 42 breaks, we're going 45. So that's my thoughts on Freeport, Lucid, ChargePoint, Palantir, Square, Tesla. Oh my God, Tesla, guys, what a day. And Facebook. So let me know your thoughts. Drop me a comment. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe as well, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of my content, and check out my Patreon. If you guys want my real-time buys, sells, call-outs, morning update videos, all my moves, literally everything, I'm posting in real time on Patreon. Check it out, link down below, or you guys can go to StockSurfFest.com/Patreon. Make sure to also get your 2 stocks from Webull with a $100 deposit, and your $30 from M1 Finance also with a $100 deposit. Those are linked right down below. And check out my video from earlier, 3 oversold stocks to buy now. We did not talk about those stocks in this video, so go check it out. I'll pop it up here. I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching again. As always, keep crushing the markets. Stay safe out there. Peace out.